Welcome to Less Than 12 Parsecs, the fastest Star Wars podcast in the galaxy. Now here's your host, Tim McMahon.
Hey, it's Tim. Each month here on Less Than 12 Parsecs, I have been sharing my favorite top 5 lines from each Star Wars movie. Well, it's the 4th month of the show, so it's time to take a look at the 4th film, The Phantom Menace. Now, I don't consider myself a prequel basher, but I am an original trilogy type of guy. I don't think the prequels are bad films, but my go-to response is that I consider them missed opportunities. At first, I thought it was going to be hard to find 5 lines, but after a recent rewatch of the movie, it wasn't so tough to do. However, after I put the list together, I realized that all the lines I love the most can all be found in the Episode 1 trailers. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The lead up to Episode 1 was, in my opinion, the greatest time to be a Star Wars fanboy. The hype, the anticipation, the excitement. I don't think we'll ever be able to replicate that era. Anyway, on to the list. Number 1.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
It's not that I love this line for its content. I mean, the films never really told us why the Sith wanted revenge. Think about that for a minute. Instead, I love it for its delivery. Peter Serafinovich's Maul, his voice is so awesome. Maul looks like he should have a gravelly, snarling, spitting evil pit bull type voice, but the silky smooth delivery of these lines is an amazing contrast. I can't fault Lucas for making this choice. Number 2.
Wipe them out. All of them.
Again, this is another line where I just love the delivery. I can't quite remember where in the movie it was used. I think it was maybe before the Gungans and the droids meet on the field of battle, but I will always remember this line in the trailer. Heck, I can still recite the trailers of Episode 1 from heart. Anyway, this is a line that is just cool to hear. It's menacing ear candy, and I simply love it for that reason. Number 3.
Anakin Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi.
At first, I wasn't a fan of Anakin and Obi-Wan meeting for the first time in such a boring manner. My imagination had always pictured something bigger, grander, more exciting. But when you think about it, the greatest avalanche can start from one snowflake landing in just the wrong place. Something small and simple can lead to so much pain and destruction, and that's what this is. It's a nothing moment, but yet it leads to, well, you know. Number 4.
You said people gonna die?
While I'm not a fan of Jar Jar, I had to toss in one of his lines, and any of his lines would have worked. I chose this one simply because it's something I remembered from the trailer. I'm not a Jar Jar fan because of the goofy, kid-friendly slapstick humor, though that doesn't help, but because he never seemed to be part of the group, part of the adventure. I get it, he was needed in order to get the Gungans to help out the Naboo, but it never feels like he's included by the others. He's an outsider to the Gungans, and he's an outsider to the group of main characters in the film. So, all that said, why am I even including a Jar Jar line? Because after all these years, they've become such a joke and are so much fun to repeat and make fun of all these years later. Simple as that. Number 5.
Anakin! Tell us to take off!
Do you ever have Star Wars lines just pop into your head for no reason at all? For some reason, this line will come to my mind out of nowhere, and then it'll find its way out of my mouth. I don't know why, it never has anything to do with the situation I'm in, ever, and yet, out it comes. Anakin, tell them to take off! I wonder what weird chemical glitch in my brain has caused my neural synapses to work this way. So, those are my top 5 favorite lines from The Phantom Menace. Ask me again tomorrow, and I may pick 5 others. So, what are your favorite lines from this film? I want to know. Email me at 12parsekspodcast@gmail.com or connect with me on any of my social media accounts. All the links can be found on my website, 12parsekspodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Ootini!
You've been listening to Less Than 12 Parsecs, the fastest Star Wars podcast in the galaxy, part of the expanded Phantomverse network of shows. For links and show notes, visit our website, 12parsekpodcast.com. Follow Less Than 12 Parsecs on Twitter at 12parpod, on Instagram at 12parsekspodcast, on Tumblr at 12parsekspodcast, and find us on Facebook as well. And please let us know what you think. Email us at 12parsekspodcast@gmail.com.
Hey, don't forget the hashtag Sleepy Star Wars game we're playing with the Skyhoppers podcast over on Twitter. Post a sleep-themed photo that is Star Wars related, use the hashtag Sleepy Star Wars, and tag at 12parpod and at SW Skyhoppers. Do it before February 28th and you could win the awesome prize of a Kanan-styled sleep mask. Thanks for playing, and may the Force be with you.